this is your fourth year on the Bobcat team. The past 3 years have been tough ones for the women's basketball team in terms of wins and losses and other aspects. How did you and your teammates overcome that?
I think positivity had a huge role in that. Losing as many games as we did the past seasons, it's easy to have a negative mentality, but I think changing that mentality from negative to positive was a huge part in having us come out and practice and still competing and even going to games and ready to battle.
For a couple years, your team was low on numbers. Now you have plenty of players since the college has added a junior varsity program. Mm-hmm. How does this feel and how has it helped your practices?
Oh, it feels great, first of all, just because now during practices we can actually have full scrimmages, which was hard last year, especially when girls were hurt. And having so much players allows the girls to compete against girls with different talents.
Recently, you were named as one of 3 captains on the team, and you're the only senior named.
Yeah.
How did you feel when that was announced?
It's definitely an honor being named captain of any team, but I think this year we have so many girls that I view as captains in their own way, and so to be picked by them was a huge accomplishment for me.
You have pretty much been a starter for all 3 years. What type of role do you expect to have in the team's efforts this year?
Well, being a point guard specifically, I need to make sure, when I'm on the court, I need to make sure that players know what offense we're running, what defense we're running, so I'm kind of an extension of the coach on the court. But honestly, whatever role coach puts me in, I'm going to try my best to succeed in it.
Having played 3 years in the Hart Conference, which teams do you think will provide Peru State the biggest challenge?
Honestly, to me, the Hart Conference is probably the toughest NAIA conference there is, and so we have to be able to be ready to battle every game because I don't think we can take anyone lightly this year.
And is there anything else you'd like to add regarding the upcoming season?
Yeah, I know that the players and the coaching staff are really excited to compete this year, so the student body should be excited for us as well, and their support every game helps us a lot, so go Bobcats.
All right, good luck this season, bro.
Thank you.
Coach Alberry, this is your 4th season now as the Peru State head coach. What positive changes have you seen in this time?
Well, we've taken a team that was, not very many in numbers, and we've tripled our numbers as far as what we had when I took over a year and a half ago. We've added a junior varsity program, which has given us more young players in our program to develop and to build. So we feel like we're heading in the right direction. Our academics are through the roof. We were 3.7. This past year we slipped a little bit. We're 3.5 GPA, so we feel like our academics are well. We're graduating our players. We had 2 that walked and finished last year, and then the other 3 are finishing up this year. So we're going to have a 100% graduation rate. So we feel like the program as a whole is going in the right direction. We just have to get to the point where we're being more competitive and winning more games.
You mentioned the junior varsity program. How has that impacted your program so far?
Well, I think it's kind of fun to, sometimes we bring them all out. We've got 25, 26 out there playing all together, so we can split up. We can go, 2 sets of games going at the same time. Not a lot of standing around, in and out. And I really feel like early on, especially, it pushed some of the younger ones came in, pretty good talent. Just not a lot of experience at the collegiate level, and so. They kind of pushed our older girls to, I think they were a little nervous, making sure, hey, we want to make sure we get on the varsity spot, because we really just came in and said, look, it's wide open. It's for anybody to earn. And so it was a really good competition early on, to get those spots. And then it's also, we also have that option of if we have injuries or we have people that, aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing, we can pull up kids from the JV program. So they're working really hard to try to get to pool up. And so I really like it. I like the competition.
What is your general outlook and expectation for the upcoming season?
Well, we're going to try to, we're a little older now. We have all of our returners back, all of our starters back. And so we're a year older, hopefully a year better. We feel like we're going to be able to be a little deeper. We've kind of got a solid, we can do a 5 in, 5 out and lose maybe not that much, if we split them up evenly especially. But But even subbing in, our competitions and practice have been very tight. If we have like the first five, what we feel like could be the first five together with the second five, depending on the day, they could either team could win. So they really push each other. So we feel pretty confident in our level of depth that we're going to be deeper than we were last year. And again, with your JV kids being able to push them, and we've got a couple that we think are going to be really good down the road, but they might have to step in earlier and do some for us on varsity.
And then can you tell us a little bit about your returners and then some of your newcomers as well?
Okay, so we have, like I said, all of our starters are returning. We had a few of the seniors last year that started intermittently, but for the most part, we have a nice core back. We have Alyssa Marsh-Contreras. She was the freshman player of the year for the conference last year, so we're excited to get her back and get her going again. Then we have Giovanna Silva and Claire Cudney. They both were inside players last year. They were double-digit rebounders, double-digit scorers. So those three are kind of our nucleus coming back. And then, obviously we've got some good leadership with, Brooke Maeda, Keandra Washington, Allison Tishy, Anjanae Sims. Those are all seniors going to be back. Then we've got a girl that was hurt last year, didn't get to play at all, Madison McPhillips. We're really excited to get her back. She's just high energy. Loves life, loves the game, and she's just ready to go every day, 100%. And then we had a couple of transfers that we're really excited about. We have a set of sisters from California / Texas that one of them's coming in from a D1 school and the other one's coming in from a very good junior college. And so we feel like they're Christian and Dana DeWitt. We feel like they're going to really add to the mix. We've got a lot of nice returners, and then we've got those newcomers. We've got a couple of girls that are injured right now that we feel like could help us down the road. We hope to get them back after Christmas. Once it's got a stress fracture, one had shoulder surgery. So one of them is a 6'3" transfer from a junior college, and the other one's a D2 transfer out of New Jersey. So I'm not sure that we're out the door out the gate that we're going to be 100%, but we're going to do our best. And then hopefully as the season progresses and we get some people healthy and we get 100% back and just the chemistry, filling out, who's going to play well together, hopefully by, mid-season we'll be full go, and then 100% at the end of the year.
Besides the depth, how has the team been upgraded since the previous season?
Well, like I said, we brought in some experience. Christian has played at 2 junior colleges, and she played at a Division I school, Alcorn State, down in I think it's Louisiana, Mississippi, somewhere in the South. And so, she comes in with experience. Her sister played at Riverside Community College, which is a very competitive junior college. And so, we think those two are going to add to it. And like I said, we just feel like everybody played a lot last year as younger players. And so now they're, juniors and seniors. And so we're a little top heavy in the old end. We've Alyssa Marsh-Contreras and Dasvin Bruning are only 2 sophomores. And so we're really heavy in juniors and seniors. So we're really hoping, 7 seniors, so really hoping that experience and just that leadership from the older ones are going to make this a great year.
What are some of your keys for your team to be competitive in the conference this year?
Well, we obviously stay healthy as much as we can. I mean, we've had injuries early on. We've been battling some ankle sprains, some concussions, just some of your general things that happen day to day in practice. But the 2 big ones with the surgery and the stress fracture, those are that's kind of a ding. But we feel like if we can, we want to really play an up tempo. We really want to try to get out and run, and so feel like we've conditioned pretty well. We've been in the weight room pretty hard early on, and got a lot of conditioning in, so we feel like we're in shape. Like I said, if we can just run people, and just kind of sub in and out, and just keep people fresh, keep them go a hard 5 minutes, and then get a breath and let somebody else go a hard 5 minutes, and just kind of see what we can do with just wearing people out, hopefully.
You mentioned the large number of junior and seniors. Out of those girls, who do you expect to provide leadership on your team? Well,
we actually, we have captains each year that we talk about the importance of and the job of what a captain does, and the importance of their role. And so our captains for this year are Brooke Maeda, she's our senior. Madison McPhillips is our junior, and then Alyssa Marsh-Contreras is a sophomore. So those are our 3 senior captains, and so those 3, they really lead by example. They're in the gym getting up shots early, before, after practice. They're we've got some ways for them to study our offenses online, and so they're putting in time online. A lot of the players are going through, like, we put in a new offense, they're on the app going, okay, let me make sure I got this down pat, so when they come in the next day, they don't have to go, well, I don't really know where I'm supposed to be, and so that's really kind of helped. And so I've got a great assistant coach this year. Ian Holleran stepped in as their assistant. He came from as a GA from a school out in Texas, St. Edwards, and so he's really added a lot. And he's actually our head JV coach, and so he's kind of taken them over, and just a great recruiter. So we feel like we're going in the right direction.
And is there anything else you'd like to add regarding this upcoming season?
Well, hopefully this team's going to be exciting. We're going to try to put a lot of points up on the board. I feel like we've got more scores than we did, last year, as far as like just able to run the floor more, maybe get more, our posts can run. We've got some nice posts that can get up and down the floor, so we can get some easy buckets, if our posts outrun their posts. Also, we've got some scores from the outside, and we've got a lot more people that can drive and get to the basket. So, we look to try to score more points, get to the free throw line more often. But in the same sense, we've been focusing on defense as well. Obviously, if you score 90 but the other team scores 92, you still lose. So we've got to make sure that we're, becoming better defensively. So that's, again, like I can only say, we're just excited about, the direction we're going.
All right, thank you for your time, Coach, and good luck this season.
Thanks very much.